There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
We're gonna try this again. Complete shutdown of the system. What are you doing?
You could see my ears, and that's it.
Oh.
All right. So we are still in Germany. We paused when everything shut down to get that fixed.
Yeah, everything shut down on the previous live stream, so we're just starting up as live stream part 2.
Yep.
Which means all of our links for the previous stream are completely gone.
So sorry, guys.
Don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened.
Oh, we have people watching. Thank you, guys. So sorry about that. Don't know what happened. Sorry about that. Normally it's Chris's phone that has the issues, but he had my phone, so I'm not sure what happened there. Normally mine behaves pretty well. It is really warm though, and we were in the sun, so it's possible my phone overheated. We need to go into Germany? Oh yes, we do.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Let's go into Germany. So Caramel Couche is currently open, but they kind of have everything running backwards. Normally you would have walked in the store, but it's currently the exit. That way they don't have to have the line wrapping back around itself for social distancing purposes. So we might walk back through there after we're done. All right, let's see. We are gonna walk this way.
Oh, nothing that can be done about it. Can we get in anywhere of these here?
Yes, right here.
All right. All right, so guys, we are over in the Germany Pavilion now that we've had our Swiss cheese at the Alps tonight. Entering in the cellar here. Got a complete shutdown of our previous streams, so hopefully all of you guys are able to come back over. So now what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys something in particular. We are back, loving it, Disney World. I don't know what that was. That was really weird. I don't even know if there was a connectivity thing. It's just a complete shutdown of the system. Alright. Yeah, it's acting weird again. So now over here in the in Germany, this is normally throughout the year, guests can check out the Mozart chocolate liqueur. It's available year round, but only during the Halloween season and the fall season can you get a special flavor. And I just thought we found this last year. We really enjoyed it, so we wanted to share it with you guys here as well. Is the Mozart pumpkin spice chocolate cream. Pardon us. Oh, you're pouring one right there. Cool.
A little bit of orange, really creamy.
There we go. A nice pour. Pumpkin spice. Now, have you had this before? Have you tried it before? And that's the regular chocolate.
The original Mozart with the regular chocolate. This is good. This is good to put in your ice cream. Heat it up.
Ice cream and stuff like that. Oh wow. So we're gonna see. This is the regular. Now they have different flavors. Well, they also have a strawberry. That I've so.
Pumpkin's where it's at.
Now there are lots of things you can do and try these with, but the idea of having a pumpkin spice liqueur to try, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
And like I said, we got to try it last year. It was a really great thing. We'll step out of the way and let the people who are actually going to enjoy the Mozart enjoy. So, cheers. So have you had the pumpkin flavor before?
Have not.
So
The pumpkin ice cream in France.
we're going to be heading there afterwards as well. So enjoy. The pumpkin is really nice. We had it last year. We took a bottle home as well, so it's really good just to have and pour. It's really good with ice cream and stuff like that. Oh, and thank you very much. So we appreciate it. You guys enjoy. So the Mozart pumpkin spice. Also, let you know that they have a new label this year as well. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Have you?
The pumpkin?
That actually has
Like
the
a
jack-o'-lantern label.
Yes.
So
Very cute.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
Surprising. They're adorable.
So you can get these at specialty shops, but the great thing is when you guys come through into EPCOT, you can get either the shot, like the people who just had a shot that they can kind of sip on and enjoy as they walk through. Or
if you get the bottle, though, you need to remember that you cannot carry bottles.
Yeah, you
of
cannot take a
alcohol
bottle
to
with
the
you through
floral
EPCOT.
park. So you have to purchase it at least 2 hours before park close so that they have time. Is it?
It changed.
What is it?
so what is the new current?
You can carry it with you.
They let you carry it.
Yeah, so we don't
Okay.
ship anything now.
Okay.
Before we would have to pick it up at the entrance.
So now
of the
someone
park.
can walk in, purchase a bottle, and walk out with it.
Exactly, yeah, we do seal it up and it needs to stay sealed well inside the park.
Okay.
And you put this large box on it that goes, if they drink it in the park.
Donald Duck and Goofy.
That's right. That's right.
You don't want Donald to come by and get you in trouble. So that's a good change. Thank you very much for letting us know that. So you can either grab yourself a bottle and take it with you when you purchase it here, or you can get yourself just a small shot.
You just can't open it.
You can't open it while you've got it in the park. So
They have some amazing. They have those. They also have some pear brandy that is delicious and actually fun because they grow
the pear is actually grown inside the
Yeah,
bottle.
they put the bottle around it when it's still small, and then it grows inside the bottle. So that's kind of cool.
So for us, for the fall flavors, we wanted to make sure we kind of share that with you guys. Check it out. They also have an Instagram account, Mozart Chocolate Liqueur. We're sharing on our Instagram later about you guys. So it's like really good. The great thing is it's not for something like major consumption. It's more of just to add for recipes.
I'm trying to think of a comparison. It really is like a chocolate liqueur. So you can add it to ice cream. You can make it with a milkshake. You can, do a frozen martini.
But it's really cool, especially if you like flavors. It's a great unique flavor, really good. So check it out.
Pumpkin spice, so.
We'll share some more stuff on that because we enjoyed a bottle that we picked up as well. So.
So I did mention to them we might walk through Caramel Crush as well.
Okay.
Just to kind of show them how things are in there.
So that's good to know that the changes as far as the bottle is concerned. Because back in the day, when if you purchased anything that had a bottle, you had to purchase it. They had to have it shipped to the front or the back of the park, and you had to pick it up on your way out. You couldn't have the bottle.
Park closed at 9 and you decided you wanted a bottle at 8 o'clock. You were just out of luck.
You couldn't do it. So it's good to know that they put it in a special container now, so you can actually still purchase it and take it with you. So that's good to
It
know.
probably makes things easier for them with the whole social distancing and not wanting to touch other people's things too much. That makes sense.
All right, so we're gonna walk through Caramel Couche. All right, the Caramel Kitchen.
As I mentioned, the exit is now the entrance.
So Susan's gonna escort you through. Take us through.
We're gonna get in line.
I can smell it. Now they aren't actually at the moment they're not actually making their own caramel corn.
They're coming right now.
Something smells good though. So
That's not really good.
about 7 o'clock. 2 more hours. You guys can kind of see how the crowds are. It's still somewhat crowded as compared.
We still have smell-o-vision. They are popping popcorn in there. I can hear it.
Is that what that is? That smells. I have.
Right there. Look, in the window. Popping the popcorn.
Ah, that is.
Right.
Well, let me get close enough so you can actually see it. Popping the corn, making the corn. I can smell the popcorn too.
I know.
Little piece of popcorn just came to mind. A little bit of American samoa. So are you guys currently making the popcorn here right now, or is it?
The popcorn is done here right now. They're doing the popcorn, they bring it to the basket with the caramel on, and then we
Bring
pack
it
it
right
here.
here?
They pack it here. Yes.
So one of the reasons that they have the new exit as the new entrance and the like is because used to, back in the day, people wouldn't guests would come into this door right up here and do a turnaround and of course double back. That would mean guests were standing right beside one another in line, and this is just to be safer, to make sure people maintain distances and a little bit stay back from the counters as well, make sure that the cast members have their space. It also means the doors stay open so everyone gets to smell the popcorn. So so you can see fresh popcorn is just coming out right here. And like I said, I wish we could help you guys to smell it. It smells delicious.
And when they first opened, they didn't actually have the fresh popcorn, caramel popcorn available, so it's kind of cool that it is available once again. You can
Yeah, because it was something that was produced off-site
They had the
in the
workers
beginning.
pre-bagged caramel popcorn, but not the fresh. So pretty exciting. They do still have a fairly limited amount of items.
And as things open back up more and more, it'll be easier.
Can I get a bag of caramel popcorn, please?
So I'm interested that each of the items is numbered, so you can basically order it by number now. Like I'd
So
like
if you were gonna order something and I wasn't getting a caramel popcorn, I highly recommend the number one, the caramel.
the number one
Flight.
caramel flight is amazing. It's fun.
Amazing.
4 pieces of caramel. Each of them has a little bit of a bougie surprise, so you can try it.
Dark chocolate amaretto, pear brandy, Irish cream, and lime.
And that pear brandy one.
Oh, the pear brandy is really good. Yes, we enjoyed that one before. Thank you. Hello.
I'm not at the caramel shop now.
Oh, you get it right on.
Just a couple.
Just the popcorn.
Annual pass for the EPC?
Yes, actually. You know what? I don't have my ID, remember though, so you're gonna have to.
Just an annual pass, yeah.
I was gonna say, you know me.
They know we're annual passing because there's no way in the world someone can spend as much money on tickets as much as we're in the parks.
One mortgage payment, not for.
Right?
Our annual passes are about to renew, and we have to decide whether or not we want to pay rent or come to Disney. So, you know, it's just always a decision. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yes, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Did you have like the prepackaged for their snacks? Anything on
So you can get some of the, you know, the caramels and stuff like that, but we love the fresh stuff and the things that they're making. The caramel flight is really good as far as the candy, but the caramel corn, of course, is some of the best things you can try.
And they're about the same cost. There's a lot more caramel corn than the flight. But as he mentioned, they do use alcohol in the caramels, so, you know, it's more expensive.
But it's nothing of anything of any,
It's not going to get you in
yeah, nothing of any levels. I mean, they're small pieces of caramel. It's more for flavors.
It's amazing.
All right, so you're going to share a little bit of the caramel corn. You want a little bite? So I will have a little bite with my mask. How do you do this with a mask on? I'll just suck in air and stick the caramel corn to the outside of the mask. So if you've never done that, if you've never come to EPCOT and grabbed yourself some caramel corn, it's not that expensive. It's a great snack, especially if they've just made it.
The dining plan, the smaller bag is actually a snack credit.
So yes, hopefully in 2021 when the Disney dining plan returns, that's a great, excellent way to get a fresh snack.
large,
It's shareable,
share.
and it's a really good use of snack credit. speaking of great uses of things, here is my friend Adam Duckworth.
I am honored to be here with the ear-to-ear magic crew. We're here in World Showcase at EPCOT. Got to make sure to keep my mask over my
That's
nose. You know, when I
right.
talk, sometimes it gets a little low. How are you guys doing
We're
tonight?
doing great. We're having a great time. We're eating around the world.
Oh,
basically
fantastic!
tonight.
I see some caramel corn.
Yes, they're making it
I'm
fresh.
good, thank
They're
you.
making it fresh.
Making it
again.
fresh in Germany.
So-
Well, listen, if you're not following these guys and you randomly popped on this page, you need to, because they're the absolute best. My mom is not only a follower of theirs, but I'm concerned she's going to become a client of theirs in the travel industry versus mine because she loves them so much. And you know what? I would give her away. You guys are that good. I really
thank
would.
you.
I'll tell you what,
Absolutely.
his mom is amazing. His mother would come into the park, stand in line, and get him merchandise.
It's true.
She would.
She's awesome.
And my mother, if I asked my mother to do that, she'd just stare at me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, she ran into you getting Funko Pops, the Haunted Mansion.
Oh,
guys
yes, it was
playing
great.
the organ. It was great.
It was so much fun. So just to show you guys, when it comes to Travelmation,
Yeah.
not only is it our business, but it's our life. We're
Absolutely.
not only is he the president, but he's also a client.
Yeah.
I am, yeah, absolutely, 100%. So, hey, I'm gonna let you guys
Yeah.
be.
Good
Enjoy
to
the
see you,
night.
Adam.
Great to see you all. So,
You too.
and you
Yeah.
too. These guys are the best. So, have a great night.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
So it's great to run into Adam. Adam is again, he is the owner of Travelmation. He is the group that we work under.
Amazing guy.
And Travelmation is, of course, very high up as far as a travel company
A
with Disney.
platinum earmarked travel agency with Disney, and he is the best boss ever, and that just trickles down to all of us. He takes good care of us, and we take amazing care of our clients, and he helps us do that every day.
So you can guys imagine, if as us as travel agents, that is who we work with and under. Great guy, a lot of fun, and he takes his job serious. And we
right.
take our job serious, making fun and making travel happen for you guys. We take it very serious as well. So if we could ever help you guys plan a trip, just keep in mind, that's who we work with. And that's kind of how we operate. So we appreciate it. Anytime you want to support us as a small business, be glad to plan any of your travel for you. Universal, Disney, any of the cruises. Basically, if you want to go anywhere, contact us. We'll be glad to help you out. Never a fee. We don't charge. So
Same cost.
it's a great way,
direct with all of
great way to do it.
business.
It really is. Because you help us out as a small business, we help you plan your trips, and guess what? The vendors pay us nothing out of your pockets. So it's a great deal overall. So thank you guys for that. We appreciate it. We have a new wall up here.
Oh, yes, we do.
Hang on. This wall was not here last time.
People. New walls always make us curious.
So hang on, I'm gonna go back and catch Miss Connie. I would like one of everything, please. Yes.
Yes.
It's
honey.
hard to make a decision sometimes in there. It really is.
It
Um,
really is.
Hyper.
This is how we spend several $100s.
Oh my gosh, Hyper Cactus. I'm going to be there in 2 weeks and 2 days. Caramel popcorn, here I come. Check it out in Germany. Make sure you get the
Definitely
fresh ones they made just that day. It's awesome. Diana, hey Diana, hey Chris and Susan. Says I trust you guys, but is it safe using Travelmation? Well, it's Travelmation is just the company that we work under because
They are contracted directly with our vendors.
yes.
And they are high up with our vendors. So as Chris just mentioned, they are a platinum earmarked travel agency. An earmarked travel agency with Disney, that's kind of like their stamp of approval, where they say these guys are killing it. They are amazing. They take amazing care of their guests.
So
They follow all the rules. They make sure their guests are taken care of.
well, anyone can basically just say, I'm going to help you book travel for Disney. That's great. But that company, Travelmation, has been doing it for so many years, has done it with just wonderful reputation, and has worked their way up into providing great customer service, so much that Disney has given them that stamp of approval that has only been given to
There are, from what they can tell, 9 agencies worldwide that have
9 agencies.
platinum award
So they're one of the
status.
top 9 agencies in the world for helping do Disney destinations travel. So you can put complete trust in what Disney does when it comes to Travelmation. So speaking of something that's been around for a long time, it's Mariachi Cobre. Mariachi Cobre has been performing at Epcot since the first day it opened in 1981. They are a very well-known group, and right now, because they can't perform up close with guests in the Mexico Pavilion, they have been given the stage to perform here in the American Pavilion, American Gardens Theater.
And the second song was a medley of Jalisco también, piensa Jalisco para todos los amigos de Jalisco que están aquí. Okay? That was a wonderful medley, piensa Jalisco. Y ahora continuamos con una canción de la película Coco. Everybody's seen the movie Coco.
La película
Beautiful
Coco.
movie with a beautiful story and a wonderful soundtrack. This is from the movie Coco. This is Un Poco Loco.
Un poco loco. Doing your email thing.
Oh. Awesome.
Gracias amigos, thank you, Un Poco Loco. The next selection that we have is a beautiful melody
yes.
that was originally
Wow.
in the 1960s
That was awesome.
by the composer who still lives in Mexico, his name is Rubén Fuentes. And this is going to be in the beautiful voice.
Great musicians. It's good to listen to them. Adam was asking how long we're going to be here.
Ah.
Oh, it's nice and cool now. Nice and breezy. And the sun has set, so now it's gotten a lot cooler. I want to check over here. I want to see the menu. Where is the menu? It's way over there. Let's go to check the American Pavilion's menu over here. So I wanted to check something to see, just to confirm. So I'm gonna walk over here and check out the menu. Oh, really good smell is coming from over here at the Hops and Barley Market in the American Pavilion. And that's what I thought. So, you know, it is National Lobster Day. So if you are so inclined, you can get yourself a New England lobster roll, $8.25, served on fresh herb mayonnaise and a griddled roll.
So there is a lobster roll available. They do also have the seafood boil. Worth noting is that there's nothing that's gluten-free here.
Nothing gluten-free. So this is
They do have a seasonal hard cider. Generally, hard ciders are gluten-free, so that is an option for you. It doesn't say what flavor it is, which is I find
Yeah,
rather
it's kind of odd.
interesting.
Depending, they could just change it wherever they, whatever season they want it to be.
Or whatever happens to be available for them. I know that some of
It may change every so often.
having supply issues.
Yeah. But I just want to say, we were talking about it earlier, it being National Lobster Day. So if ever so inclined, if you wanted a taste of lobster, you can get it over here at the Hops and Barley Market. I normally would have done so, but we're already still making our way around, having some food. So I probably will pass on the lobster roll for tonight. But I may change my mind any second. Beautiful sights out here in the World Showcase Lagoon. What?
See the things?
The things?
You see the things?
All right, so let's talk about those things. You can see out there in the middle of the lagoon here, there are some barges and things that we may not have seen, or you guys may not seen before. And we're not talking about the birds flying over.
Nope.
But, oh, look at the birds
Those
flying
are
over.
really
Look at
cool.
that. Those are kind of cool. Screenshot. Boom. How pretty is that? Oh, there's one rogue bird going fishing.
It's an ibis all by itself.
Ibis, a lone ibis. Going over the water. Look at the ibis. So, they are continually working on the next stage of fireworks here at EPCOT called Harmonious. We do not have a date of when Harmonious will start, but they are actually testing Harmonious, and they were doing so Wednesday night this week.
Yes, and those who stayed at the yacht club got a little peek at them, and then we were actually able to hear them from our house. So if you were following our Instagram live stories, you saw when we posted that we were hearing the fireworks.
Yep, at 9 o'clock. It was about 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. We were walking Nova, our Great Dane, in the neighborhood, and I told Susan, I said, I hear fireworks.
I was like, no.
No, she's like, no, you don't. You don't hear fireworks. You're imagining them. I'm like, no, I hear fireworks. There are fireworks. And lo and behold, we knew that they were going to be doing testing for Harmonious that night. But most of the time when they do fireworks testing,
Like 2 a.m.
2 o'clock in the morning, it's after everyone's gone and they don't want anyone to see it. Or they'll do it at 5 o'clock in the morning. Again, when it's still dark, no one can see it, but it's dark enough for them to see and test the validity of the fireworks. But no, they tested them on the 23rd at 9 p.m.
Yes.
So I don't know what that means as far as when that show may debut. Maybe it will be sooner than we thought it was going to be. But for the fact of the matter is they are actually getting ready for Harmonious. Whether it starts at the 1st of 2021 or later.
If they put social distance markers on the ground, there is a lot more space to spread people out here at EPCOT than there is at Magic Kingdom, say, for example, where their fireworks display is best seen from a very small space, relatively speaking. You have the entire World Pavilion to spread people out into at EPCOT. So I would say if they're going to start a fireworks show soon, it's probably going to be this one.
The likelihood is better
Yes.
at EPCOT than, say, the Magic Kingdom.
Definitely.
But we're crossing our fingers. Either way
We
would
want
be
it all
great.
to come back. We would love for it all to come back, but we're thinking this will probably come back first.
But yes, and no lie, walking the dog, I hear fireworks. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. I hear fireworks.
We're like walking along and he just froze. The dog looks at him like, what are we doing? We should be walking. We are not walking right now.
I did. I just stopped. I'm like, wait, you hear that? Do you hear that? Yeah. I'm like, I was like Linus from It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yes.
What's that? What's that? Is that the Great Pumpkin? And all the kids and they were going, no, it's not the Great Pumpkin.
And because they were Epcot, we couldn't see them.
Magic Kingdom, we could have seen them.
See from our house.
But they were
from
close
our
enough that we
neighborhood.
could hear them. So
But that did not happen.
look at the sky. I love the skyline here at Epcot at twilight. Makes for great shots. So here's the Japan Pavilion. Thanks for joining us this evening, guys. If you're just joining us, we're having a nice stroll through Epcot.
Restaurants are open.
Restaurants are open. I'm hoping that with the announcement today that we may have more restaurants open here soon.
Yes.
Look at the cotton candy clouds.
So pretty. You guys, I love cotton candy clouds. They're my favorite. There are definitely some pretty pinks and peaches in the clouds tonight.
So with now the state of Florida moving into phase 3 reopening and restrictions being raised from restaurants and the like, I'm hoping that some of the other restaurants that maybe not have opened here yet at Disney World might start doing so and trying so. It really has to do also with the market whether or not there's enough people or enough diners to really merit opening.
They are independent
So-
restaurants for the most part here within EPCOT, with the exception of a couple that you think of as not really being in the World Showcase. They're all independently owned and operated. So they are the ones who are making the decisions. Do they open? Do they not open right now? And I would say that probably a lot of them decided that the limited
It's just not the time, yeah.
limited capacity that were allowed, they weren't going to have enough guests in to really be profitable. And that makes total sense to me.
So it's a business decision. So here's the thing, when you guys come to visit and you come to vacation here again, not only are you having a great time, but you're allowing, as more people come back, more businesses can open up, more cast members, more servers, more everyone can come back to work as well. So it really is appreciated overall for the most part.
So we're not getting anything in Morocco, but it's worth noting that one of the items at the Morocco outdoor kitchen is the spicy hummus fries.
Right behind us, we just passed by the Morocco.
Behind us, we just passed it. They are delicious. And the
Oh,
reason
they
that
really
we
are good.
know that they are delicious is because we had them at the Spice Road table.
Right up here on the right.
It is currently open.
Spice Road Table is an excellent restaurant to come check it out.
The food is amazing. So good. They have indoor and outdoor seating. We had a meal
Oh,
outdoor.
I can smell the food already.
Yeah, it's good.
So
My mouth is watering.
not only is the Spice Road Table open, they have excellent food. You can sit outside to dine like these great guests are doing right now. And if you come later in the day, you can watch the sunset as you go.
We've had the hummus fries. We've had
But
the
I'm
spicy
just going to show you where's the hummus fries right here. Great appetizer. A little bit of spice that builds, but it's oh so good.
The preserved lemon aioli is delicious. And then the spicy garlic shrimp we had, they are definitely spicy, but also very tasty on appetizers. And we got several different items. So our son got the lamb sliders.
Yes.
We didn't even
Oh, and-
get a photo of them.
No, he just slid them down his throat. They were
We
gone.
inhaled all three of them before we even had a chance to
I
pause.
had the coriander crusted rack of lamb. It was really good. The sauce they serve it with, I recommend asking for a little extra.
And I had the mixed grilled skewers, and they were so good. Just that Mediterranean marinade that they had for
And the highlight of the meal for Susan for the desserts, pistachio saffron custard. It's $10 dessert. It comes and it's
is
green.
for everyone.
It's green. You're like, oh my gosh, this is turned. But it's not. It's so good. It really is a great dessert.
I
So-
would come here just for that. It is
So I
my
recommend
favorite
that you
dessert.
try them out. It's the Spice Road Table right here in Morocco. And great meal. And if you sit on the outside, you can watch the lagoon as the sunset. So it's a great atmosphere as well. By the way, Steve said that the sunset in Japan is amazing. I'm glad they let us. I'm glad we can see the sunset in Japan. That's really nice.
We are so excited that they are open late this weekend.
You know, before now, as of right after Labor Day, they actually adjusted the hours, and they were closing at 7. So they would be closed right now.
They were closing before the sun went down. So if you lingered, maybe you might see the sun.
Yeah, if you hung around a little bit, maybe. But you know, for now, for us to be able to see it, stay in the park, see it when it's dark and closed like this, is really cool, and it's great to be able to do so.
We are passing one of my favorite outdoor kitchens, Brazil.
Brazil has the cheese bread.
The cheese
Let's
bread.
go ahead and show them the cheese bread. Oh, look at the moon up there, guys.
The crispy pork belly.
Guys see the
That
moon?
is so pretty. That is okay. That's like picture worthy. Have my good water on.
Yes. So over in Brazil, they don't have a huge menu right now, but they do have the crispy pork belly, which is really good. Actually, I wish they had a little bit more pork belly. It's more of an appetizer-like portion, of course, like most things here, but it's really good. And of course, the cheese bread is something that Susan loves. So I recommend both of them. They're both gluten-free, and they're both really good, great meals, great flavors for the most part. Susan's going to grab a picture here of the Moroccan moon. How'd it go? How'd that Moroccan moon turn out? Moroccan moon.
And that's not even filtered and made pretty yet.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
gorgeous. Now I'm going to take that photo and I'm going to do pretty things on post it on my Insta and everybody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's so good.
So I really do enjoy being in the parks at night. So I'm glad that we've gotten some additional hours added. And make sure that when you're planning your Disney vacation, watch your hours very carefully, because sometimes the hours do get adjusted, and where they may say at one point the parks are only open to a certain time, you get to the weekend and all of a sudden you find out something, you know, is majorly changed. Like for instance, Universal. Universal right now, the parks today will close at 5 o'clock for Universal Studios and 6 o'clock for Islands of Adventure. Tomorrow, mind you, all of a sudden out of the blue, tomorrow they're open till, I think, is it 9 or 10? I think it's even a crazy hour, maybe even tomorrow. I can't remember, but it is, they're open extremely late. So they've added it just for the Halloween Horror Night houses. You can see, oh, look at the Skyliner, guys. They've added hours just for Saturday nights, really late. And they've added a few more hours on Sundays just so people can enjoy the Halloween horror houses. So always be careful to watch your hours and never assume that just because it's closed at a certain time during one day that it will be different, not different on another. Yeah, he's our favorite rat, not necessarily our favorite mouse. So this is a brand new topiary that just came out this year for the Flower and Garden. And it is, I'm glad that they decided to keep it up, to move into the to move into this type of festival as well. He's extremely happy to continue to make some meals for everybody. So he's done a really good job of making sure everything tastes good for everybody.
All right, we are.
And you can see the Skyliner is in the background. And just, oh look, we'll have to look over here to on the side.
All right, come this way.
All right, we want to show you guys, can you see what's over there? You see the sign? Over here, they have added back something that had been taken away previously. They're continuing working on the Ratatouille ride, but look what we've got over the area now. Oh, that's awesome, Jolly Holiday. I'm glad you can get some screen grabs. I love it. That's awesome.
We're taking some pretty photos too, so check back on our Instagram.
Yeah, if you guys aren't following us on Instagram and Facebook, we'd love for you guys to check us on those medias as well. Follow us there. We're always trying to put great information up and some pretty pictures up there every once in a while just to kind of share the Disney pixie dust.
Yep.
But I'm loving, the sign is giving me chills.
I mean, from where we are right now, previously it looked very unfinished, but it looks very
They're getting
finished.
really close to getting done with this.
All the
It's like-
landscaping is up, the trees are up, they've got things, the sign is lit now.
It's like, you know,
Looks great.
it's so close. It's like almost just like Remy's like here with us. He's so close, like it won't be any time before like Remy's going to be hanging out with us here in Epcot. Oh, hi.
That's awkward.
Hi, Remy. Good to see you. We can see things are moving quite along here on Ratatouille.
Yes.
So I'm excited about the fact that they are doing so much. And when you ride the Skyliner, you can look into the area, the back area of the France Pavilion.
And it is looking very
They're putting some really
finished.
good, some details on there.
Landscaping is done. There's not, before it looked kind of dusty and unfinished and still under construction, and now it looks
It looks like
mostly
it's ready for
complete.
guests to show up.
It really does, which is awesome because originally they were scheduled to open for summer.
Summer of 2020 was the original opening date for Ratatouille. It's now fall of 2020. We had 4 months where we lost everything, but you know what? We haven't heard anything yet, but we're hoping and we're crossing our fingers that very soon we're going to be back over and walking past this area to walking into and riding the Ratatouille ride. And to see the sign lit up like that, it's really awesome. What do you guys think? Are you excited about coming over to Epcot and riding the ride? Have you ever been over to Disneyland Paris to ride it?
See, we were just talking on our interview earlier this week about the fact that we went to Paris for our honeymoon and we did not go.
Yes, we made the tough decision not to go to Disneyland Paris, even though we were right there in Paris.
Probably more me than him, because I am a huge fan of art, and a lot of the artists that I love have original artwork that is only available in museums there, and so he allowed me to tour several of the museums that I love.
I saw a lot of art. None of
Yes,
it had
he did.
none of it had Mickey Mouse in it though.
No, there was no Mickey Mouse in the art that we saw.
So, but we're gonna keep an eye on this, and I hope this is what we hope you guys will help us do. When Ratatouille opens up and Disney decides to invite some media, we would love it if somebody from Disney would call us and say, hey, would you like to be a part of, and would you like to ride and get an early glance at it? I would love for that invitation to happen. But if not, whenever we can get here, we're gonna fight to make sure we can be here so we can hang out with Remy and check out Ratatouille.
Yes.
So we'll do what we can to bring you what we can, but we would love it. You know, Disney, if you want to write us down, it's ear to ear magic. Just give us a call.
Shoot us an email.
We'll sit at the corner in the back of the room and be quiet the whole time. Just let us ride.
We
So
will be so well behaved.
no, I don't promise them that.
I will be very well
She will be
behaved.
very well behaved the entire time. I promise you that. So
Alright, so are we getting anything here?
I think we should go check out the ice cream. I think that's necessary.
I am not ever gonna argue with that. Is that the line for ice cream?
Steve Watson is going to make a couple of calls.
That is
All
the
right.
line for ice cream.
That is the line for ice cream. Can we stand at the exit and see if we can take a bite of somebody else's? Wow. So I think Susan's going to go in the back of the line, I think. I'm going to go confirm. She's going to go grab a space. And I'm going to go check. I'm going to go look. What she doesn't know is I'm going to go try to take a bite of somebody else's so we can be done. Yes, it is. It's the line for the ice cream shop. Wow, wow, wow. Woo! We may spend the rest of the stream waiting in line for ice cream. So, we're just going to sit here and watch everybody else get their ice cream since the line is so long. So I don't believe they have mobile order for this particular area. We have never utilized, we've never seen a sign that advertised for the mobile order, but because it's basically a single file line, each order is made, you know, one after another, then it's very possible that they just don't have that technology or the capability to do a mobile order because they're only making them one at a time anyway. $16 flavors of ice cream. The one we're looking for right now is the Drink Teeny. It's basically ice cream. It's a pumpkin ice cream served with spiced rum, a little bit of whipped cream, and a macaron on top. And I don't know if they've got anything in the sign up front and up that I can see. So it is a good line for this one today. I wonder if it's as long as inside for the bakery. The things that we'll do for ice cream. And it does look like every little order is being done. It's, you know, one at a time, so that's kind of adds to the line.
I love your blog.
Oh, thank you. We have a line for ice cream. It is a line. It is a long line, and they are making orders one by one inside. So we may be here a while. So Megan's asking where we're going to be tomorrow. I don't know. We may be checking out a little bit of Universal, but being annual pass holders is French for you can't get in on the weekends.
If we weren't so close and we didn't try to get content for you guys so frequently, then we could have saved up our spots
And plan ahead.
This weekend before it filled up.
But the weekends filled up about 2 weeks ago. No more pass holder spots were available for the weekend. So I don't know if we're going to make it into a Disney park on tomorrow. That means we may be doing some more things over at Disney Springs, or we may be taking the kids over to Universal so they can watch me go through the horror houses. because I can't get them to go with me.
They will not go. And
No, they won't. All right, this shot right here is for Steve. Look, it's a French moon. Even with the fact that there's so many people, it just seemed kind of, you know, nice and quiet and So I was going to suggest, if you like, if you want me to stand in line, if you wanted to go into the shop and look around and do some shopping with them for a bit.
I can. Do you guys want to shop with me and Chris will stay in the line?
Yeah, we'll trade off and let Susan do a little bit of shopping. So I will hold the line.
Okay.
And it is such a...
off my water bottle
All right, I get water too.
And I'm going to pass off your phone back to you, and you definitely want to plug this in because you're down to 5%.
Alrighty.
There you go. Let us go shop.
Go find some macaroni ears.
What do we want, guys? What do we want? Do you just see he sent me off unsupervised to shop, so he can't complain what I buy. So what do you guys think I should buy? He's right. I've been wanting those macaroon ears for a while. They might be coming home with me tonight. He just told me to go shopping, so let's see what we can find. Let's see. I do love the current, if we haven't showed you the current, if you haven't seen the current macaroon theme, let me flip you around. It's one of their newest things. And they have a whole section on those. So you can see, we've got these awesome spatulas, which if I didn't have like 20, that one would be coming home with me. They have a little macaroons item to put all of your baking utensils in. They have a super cute, this is like my favorite shirt in here right now. It says, "We love France." You can see the "we" right there. And the love. And the Mickey is kind of like a macaroon shape. Love France. Very cute. And then they have all of these items to help cook and serve your food. So this one's got macaroons on it. Macaroons are one of my favorite food items, just by the way. Aren't they adorable? Yes, I think I am going to get the ears. I think I am.
I know.
Alright, and they've got a trivet, got this cute little teacup, and it's got macaroons, and let me pull it out so you can see. It's got macaroons on the little plate that come with it, in addition to this little tower of macaroons on the side. And if you have a little cutie pie, they have a shirt with macaroons on it as well. I love it all. It would all come home with me. And look at this adorable little apron. Okay, so you can look really cute while you bake your macaroons. I say this as I admit I've never actually baked macaroons myself, even though it's one of the few baked goods I can currently eat. We've got some cute little desserts, including macaroons on some hand towels with this black and white trim. If you have a black and white kitchen, these will look really cute. All right, let's see if we can find the ears. These are, if you can wear some of the shorter shirts, this one's got a tie at the bottom, and it's got j'adore with a macaroon. And then there's a long sleeve shirt that is, let's see if we can get up here, there we go. That pattern that is on the teacups, that is oh so cute. Love that. All right, we're gonna look for the ears. They may not have any. This skirt is adorable. That would look cute with a little tulle underneath it. I don't see ears though. They may be out. This is what I get for holding back. Oh, but they have bags. Look at this bag. I do have a weakness for bags, and that one is super cute and sturdy. This is like heavy material. I don't know if you can't really tell, but it's like stiff, thick material. It has a magnet. Let's pull this down. Sorry. It has a magnet. It's holding it closed. but it's like reinforced. It has a little pocket. It's really strong. Like you could, it kind of holds its shape, which is cool. Put that back. It's a cute little shirt that matches this. And look at this little purse. It's like a crossbody bag. It looks like a little postcard. And there's the back side. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? That's really cute. I would use that, even not at Disney. And we have talked about before, but let me show you. So oftentimes they have it. This is one of the kid cot areas normally, you can see. Normally this table would be pushed out a little more and ambassadors would be sitting behind it, interacting with children as they came through. Right now they're not doing that for safety and social distancing. But they do have, and I'm just gonna pick this up and take it with me because now it has my germs on it, these cute little suitcase Ziploc bags, and inside it has different cards for all of the countries. There are stickers, there's some postcards with information about each of the countries, so you can kind of track your trip around the World Showcase. All right. Oh, and I'm so sad they didn't have the ears. I'm gonna have to track those down for myself later. Let's see if we can find Chris. Perhaps he's moved up in the line. They do scoop their ice cream to order. One of the items that they have, and it's not one that I can eat because, well, it has lots of gluten in it. They take a brioche bun and they split it in half, and then they put ice cream inside of it, a big scoop of ice cream. And then they add some syrup to it, and then they put it in this special press that looks kind of like a waffle iron that seals the edges all around. So you have this warm bread, and then inside is the ice cream. The made-to-order little brioche ice cream sandwiches. I was just telling them about those. But they are delicious. I cannot have them, obviously, because
They're made by rats.
That's not why.
No? Okay.
No, they have wheat in them, so I can't have them.
And they're
Lots
made
of
by
gluten.
rats.
I don't think they are.
They're behind the stage, but yeah, they're behind the counter, but they're there.
Okay, but that's not why I can't eat them. So
No.
if Ratatouille and his friends were making them and I could have them, I would.
As long as they wash their hands, I'm fine.
Yeah. So.
You know, they can make sure they have clean paws. I'm fine with it.
So right now we're actually at the entrance to Monsieur Paul's.
Monsieur Paul's, but
It is not currently open.
the other restaurant here that is also currently closed will be reopening October 8th.
Chef de France.
And Chef de France
It
is
is
already
the-
taking reservations. So if you're
Yes.
interested in dining starting October 8th or beyond, you can go ahead and grab reservations.
Definitely
but right now
grab
the
one.
restaurant is closed until then.
And that is on the ground floor. This is in the second story. Flip our camera back around here. Up there. The second floor of this building is the Monsieur Paul restaurant. It's just a step up from Chef de France, which is still an amazing restaurant, but it's a little fancier, a little more expensive, only available for dinner. So, but kind of like a special treat. So hopefully they will reopen soon. And when they
I haven't
do,
heard anything about Monsieur Paul's yet.
yeah, we haven't heard any word, but hopefully they will open soon. And once they do, definitely an awesome date night option. So something to think about. So the lines moved up a little bit, but not a ton. As we were just discussing, they do make everything to order, except for the macaroon ice cream sandwiches. So you can see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's probably like 8 parties in front of us at this point, counting the ones that are inside the building. They normally have, do you see like 8 to 10 different ice cream options?
16.
16 ice cream options.
Of course, they
They're
can do
all-
different things with those, but for the most part, they have 16 flavors, and it usually also includes at least 2 seasonal flavors.
Yes.
And I think one of them, of course, at the moment would be the pumpkin.
Pumpkin, which is delicious. I've had it before. And they use it in all sorts of, you can just have a scoop of ice cream. You can get a cone of ice cream with multiple scoops of ice cream in it. You can do sundaes. As we mentioned, they do have the ice cream martini, which I think Chris is kind of thinking about getting tonight. They have the brioche ice cream sandwiches that we were just discussing that are made to order. The one item that they have there that is not made to order, that is pre-made, is their macaroon ice cream sandwiches. So they use giant macaroons, they're quite large, and sandwich a scoop of ice cream between two of those. And the flavors, they normally have one flavor that's like chocolate, I think, and then they pick one of the seasonal ice creams and make it into a sandwich. And normally
like
in
the
the fall, it's normally the pumpkin.
Pumpkin, or like in other times.
In
there's
spring,
like,
it might be strawberries and cream.
strawberries and cream is really good.
So, but it's just a kind of delicious play on an ice cream sandwich. So you don't have a hard cookie or a kind of dense cookie or on a chocolate chip cookie. It's that light and kind of fluffy, crispy macaroon as the sandwich part, as the bread. So it's kind of cool. And one of my favorite items to get, and I get it frequently. It's especially delicious on a very hot evening like we're having today. As our friend Megan pointed out, it is very, very humid today. And that means that your body sweat is not evaporating, and so you just get hot and wet and sticky instead of cooling off. So ice cream helps with that, though.
You know, what also helps is if for whatever reason, if you had a club level room, you could go back to the club level lounge and have some cool stuff. That's really helps.
Right.
But not everybody can do that. That's only certain people.
In that instance, you can get like a Mickey bar or an ice cream sandwich or a
But
nice
not everyone can do that, so the rest of
beverage.
us have to wait in line for 20 minutes to get ice cream. So.
That's okay. If we could do that, we would do that, and we would enjoy every moment of it. So I'm gonna flip back around here. I know, that's what you get for saying you want to use mine for the live stream. I have the newer camera currently, newer phone, and it does really good night photos, we have found. So he's having to make do with his, and then we'll have to clean it up later. Mine takes prettier pictures from the get-go, but you guys get to benefit from that on our live stream as it gets dark, so it's not a bad thing for you guys. You know, Haunted Mansion, the bread is always a sad thing, but there's so many more delicious things. So, especially here at Disney, they take really good care of you. If we had known you were going to be upgraded, we would have contacted them ahead of time. Just for anyone who's considering club level, one of the perks is, especially if you have a travel agent who's hoping to plan your vacay, is we get in touch with the concierge department for that hotel. And they want to know all about their club level guests. So they want to know if they have any special dietary requirements or anything like that. If they have food allergies, and they try to have several options for every meal that accommodate those. So, for example, if they have a gluten-free guest, they'll make sure that they have gluten-free options available for breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. For those that are not aware, club level is available at select.
Only at certain deluxe hotels.
And they do have a club level lounge where they have snacks and beverages from morning to night. And what kind of snacks and beverages varies depending on the day. So in the morning, continental breakfast items. At lunch, they'll have snacky type light lunch foods. In the afternoon, a lot of times they'll put out sweets and fun snacks. And then at dinner, they'll have dinner, a little heavier, like heavy appetizer type things. And then in the evenings, they'll desserts and adult evening drinks, choice options. And during all of that time, except for breakfast, you can also have like an adult beverage, which is kind of nice. And all of that is included in the cost of your room. So if you're someone who spends a lot of time at the resort anyways and doesn't spend a lot of time in the parks, a lot of times just the cost of that room will pay for itself in the meals that you're not.
Yeah, you can save some meals and some money and stuff like that when it comes to that. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, and I probably am, because most of the time I can be. But if you're club level, I believe they also include prices of laundry use. Is that correct? I could have sworn somewhere I read somewhere that if you needed to use laundry facilities, that it might have been included.
I'm not sure about laundry.
We'll have to double check that, but I believe I remember reading that at one point or another.
Normally it's exclusive to a particular floor on the resort, so
we'll see. We'll have to look into that.
upgraded rooms. The rooms are a little larger. They
And
have,
excellent views. Excellent views.
when normal housekeeping is in play, they have housekeeping in the morning where they clean your room, and then they have a turn down service at night where they turn down your covers
And
put
little
some type of
chocolates or
chocolate
something
or
on you.
some, like for example, if you're staying at the boardwalk in your club level, they put a little bag of saltwater taffy because that's kind of a boardwalk
Peachy kind of thing.
Yeah. So kind of fun little things like that. Just little extras that you get. They help you plan out your.
So if you're ever going to go above and beyond, if you ever want to check out prices, if you're going to go to a deluxe resort anyway, and you're like, you know what, maybe I should just check out club
just
level.
want to step it up a little
You
bit.
can always just ask. You can always find out what the pricing is, and if it's something that, you know, if it's a really special occasion and you say, you know what, I just want to go club level, that's always something you can do to really add that extra level to your next family vacation at the site.
Yep, their concierge department is always very willing to work with us to try to work extra magic for our clients as well, which is amazing.
So we finally made it to the front door.
Yay, we're the entrance.
Artisan ice cream and sorbet. So the problem with me with ice cream is ice cream makes me thirsty.
It's true, and I'm like down to the ice again.
So, and you can see even normally the last time we came through here with the kids, we had the special macaroons.
Yes.
They still have the seasonal macaroons in the bakery. There was a line for the bakery was way on out here as well. So that's why I wanted to check.
It's gotten shorter here now. It's
So that's why I wanted to come check and see, because before the line where we stood in to get an ice cream is where I stood to get into the bakery.
Well,
So
that was good that you clarified.
I just wanted to make sure before we stood in line too long for something we weren't intending to go into.
So they do have ice cream and sorbet options here. So if you're here, they do have options that will fit within your dining rotation. Just so you know. When we hit the next stop point, we'll be able to see
The flavors and all that kind of stuff. So
I
here,
can just barely peek it right now.
so I want to let you have that back. Oop. Hold on.
Look, we're moving. We're moving.
Hold on.
Oh, too many things. I have too many things in my hand right now. All right, so here, let me flip around so you guys can see the menu. There we go. All right, so you can see that one of them is caramel fleur de sel, coffee, cinnamon with caramelized pecans, candied peanuts with chocolate peanut butter fudge. Oh my gosh. Cinnamon, caramelized apple, and crumble crunch, which is probably one of the seasonal flavors. They've got mint chocolate. They've got chocolate vanilla, coconut white chocolate, yogurt, and blueberries. These all sound yummy. And then for the sorbet, they've got mixed berries and a special flavor, which is, I'm not sure, we'll have to ask them what it is.
It's special.
They also, as I mentioned, they have two macaron ice cream sandwiches. One is the chocolate, that, as I said, is normally their standard flavor, and then they have one seasonal, which we're going to ask when we get up there what it is. They don't list it on the sign, they just say it's the seasonal flavor. And we are guessing it will more than likely be
I'm hoping so, because if not, it'd be really hard to make the drink that we're looking for.
Fingers crossed, guys.
Hopefully, you guys will be forgiving if we waited in line 20 minutes for
Hi,
something that's not here. How's it going, Jeffrey? We are in the France Pavilion at the moment. Going to check out the ice cream here. We're hoping to get the special ice cream teeny that they are offering. The assumption was that it was here and not at one of the kiosks. So we'll find out in just a second. They do not offer a mobile order here, so
No,
it's really long
have to
line.
wait in line. Same for the bakery. No mobile ordering available there. You do have to wait in line. So,
We're almost there.
and that's kind of common, honestly, with the different countries. So if you're in what is considered an American, like you're in the American Pavilion, or if you're at sometimes Seasons at the front of the park, you can mobile order there. But and within the parks, they don't have that mobile order option available. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna wait. Generally, it's not this long. It's the weekend, like we said, the beginning of, everybody's arrived and they're coming to EPCOT because food and wine, and that's a common weekend thing. So just a little busier right now.
And you know, normally it's a hustle and bustle. They have usually about 4 or 5 people running back behind the counter
They
making.
do normally.
Right now, I think they're down to what, 3?
Yes,
So-
I think so. And obviously social distancing requires that they not have people
Right.
piled up in there as they're getting orders. So I think that has something to do with it as well. She is saying that the seasonal ice cream sandwich, macaroon ice cream sandwich is pumpkin spice, and they do have a pumpkin spice ice cream.
But do they have the pumpkin spice teeny, whatever it's called? They do have it?
Yeah.
Awesome. We're all over here waiting. If not, that's like 35 minutes of, oh man.
Very exciting. So you are going to get the martini, and I'm going to get the ice cream sandwich. Is that how this is going to work?
I'm assuming so. Yeah, I will let you hold, and that way I can get them serving when they get some pictures when they first bring them
Okay.
out.
Are you going to pay?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm officially hands full at this point. I picked it up to show everyone. I didn't want to leave it because it had my germs on it.
It's gone.
He's taking the EPCOT, the KidCot little bag out of my hands for me. All right, we're waiting patiently for them to say that they're ready for the next guest. And she's getting ready to be. She's putting away her receipt. And then it'll be our turn. Hello! Oh my goodness.
Hello. We are here to try that pumpkin seasonal drink with the spiced rum. And then also, you need a macaron ice cream
Yes, the
sandwich,
pumpkin
right?
spice macaron ice cream sandwich.
And that
It's
should
my
do it.
favorite. That will be it. So right over here, guys, is this is the little, zoom in here. That is the tool they use to make those brioche ice cream sandwiches I was telling you about that are amazing. And all of their tools that they use to construct it. Actually, I think that might be for the bowl, for the waffle cone bowl, which they also make here in house.
Thank you.
Right, we're gonna wait right over here for our turn. Chris is snapping some photos. Right.
So did you guys order the tea? It's not something I've ever tried before, but we want to try it out. See what it's like.
It definitely sounds.
It could be a big old pile of trash. And macaroni good to go, too.
So they actually have, as I said, they pre-make that macaron ice cream sandwiches. You can kind of see them right there in the front. I can zoom in a little bit so you can see them. They're right there. They've got the chocolate on the left and the pumpkin on the right.
You guys have a good night.
It's our turn. It's our turn.
See if I can get a video of
So
this.
excited. So this is the one that they use for the little brioche ice cream sandwiches right there. They've got everything already. See, they've got 2
Okay,
sets.
so this
Thank you. So my ice cream sandwich. You see it? It's got the ice cream with the 2 giant macaroons there, which are actually not quite that big. Sorry, I need to zoom back out. There we go. Chris is going to take some pretty pictures. Always snapping for history. If you don't have a photo of it, did you really eat it?
Does it exist if you don't have a picture?
All right, yummy, yummy, yummy. This is, there it goes. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Here comes the whipped cream. Look at that. caramel on top. We're just layering on the yum. Oh, look. Oh, so pretty. Thank you. All right. Away. I'm going to go get silverware. Chris is still taking his pretty photos. We're going to get 2 spoons because I am definitely going to try that. How can I not? Since he complained that he only got 2 napkins last time. He's still taking his photos. Let's walk out and see if we can find a table. We may or may not be able to. I see a table. The question is it open? I think it may be. I think it is. And it's actually fairly well lit. Go. All right. Let me flip you guys around and sit you down.
Also, this is where they might have
All right. This is taking a little video right now, telling about his awesome little martini. See if I can get it set up so that you can see both of us. This is a teeny tiny table. I'm gonna take my mask off so I can eat this awesome ice cream sandwich. Oh no, he's in trouble. He can't find us. His glasses are all fogged up. Look, guys, isn't it pretty? Look, it's got the little macaroon on top, and you can't see it, but see, all that liquid in the bottom is the spiced rum. We've got the pumpkin spice ice cream there.
Itty bitty little tables.
Yes, little tiny tables. I told them we difficulty adjusting it properly because they are close to us.
All right, so can you guys see it okay? Here, let me do this.
We're gonna give it some light. This is,
Right.
oh my goodness. Can you see the ice cream? And you would expect that maybe the macaroon would get soggy, but I think because they freeze it right away,
It's really
it stays
crunchy.
pretty crisp.
It's really good.
It's nice and crisp.
So, well, I got you in the limelight there. Sorry about that. It's kind of Blair Witch Project-like, isn't it? So, I've never had this before, so this will be a first.
We're trying it here with you live. Thank you for hanging with us so late
I know. It's kind of, I don't know if I would appreciate just, watching someone stand in line. But it is fun to hang out with you guys in the parks. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys can do that. My glasses are still fogged up. All right. Susan's going to try a bite here too.
Yeah.
It's almost like a float, except you don't have to worry about the ice cream knocking all the liquid out.
Unlike a lot of places, say if you get Dole Whip and you get some coconut rum and there's just a little tiny bit of rum.
Oh my gosh.
She poured a lot of rum into this. I mean, you guys saw. She just poured.
Everyone, this is Remy. Everyone, this is Rummy.
There's lots of rum. If you don't like rum, you probably wouldn't like this particular one. They do have another version that's just a regular,
I just knocked over the
not
macaron.
the seasonal version that just has Grand Marnier, which is an orange flavored liqueur. So that might be more your thing if your rum isn't.
I'm not a huge rum drinker.
It
I wanted
is
to try.
spiced rum at least, but ooh, and I like rum, but wow,
That's strong.
it needs like the ice cream to melt into it. I think.
No, I don't want it to be floaty.
I think it needs it. It needs it. You know what would be really cool
Yeah.
with this would be some of that whipped cream vodka.
Whipped cream?
No. Just no.
Whipped cream?
Just no.
Little whip.
It's a pumpkin macaroon on top.
Hey, hey,
Have some?
hey. Wait, are you eating the macaron?
I am. It was falling off. I saved it.
What was that?
It's my macaroon ice cream sandwich, which I'm also gonna eat.
Did you see that? She still has her macaron sandwich,
I
and
do.
she ate my macaron.
I was helping.
I want this to be put into evidence. Your Honor, as shown on live, evidenced here, she ate my macaron before she even ate hers.
It was needed. It was about to fall. It was halfway
I
out
hope
of
it was
the.
good.
It was delicious. You had some of it. You know it was. Here, you want some of mine? I share. I will share with you.
I got ice cream. Ate my macaron. Wow. Now she's gonna hum in my face. Oh.
You think I do? No. I gave him half the macaroon.
No, that wasn't half. That was a lick. She let me lick it. She waved it under my nose. I needed that macaron to offset all this rum.
There is a lot of rum in there.
There's a lot of rum. Arr, it'd be like, talk like a pirate day again.
It bears repeating. This is not like a Dole Root that you get the coconut rum with. It's not just like a little tiny bit. She poured at least
Oh my gosh,
3 ounces of rum in there. I mean, she was very generous with it. So just keep that in mind. We know who will be driving tonight.
Andrew says I'm going to
It
put your
won't
picture
be
on
him.
Facebook as a wanted for my macaron. Now I'm going to need a wanted picture. missing one pumpkin macaron from France. Armed and rummy. It's an armed rummery. Whew.
I think we might have to step into the bakery and get some water too.
That is, wow, that's strong. And I still got that whole glass to drink too.
You enjoy that.
Stick around, the last hour of this live stream may get really crazy. Orlando Sentinel front page news. Disney fan tries to ride Ratatouille months before it's completed. I'm going to get millions of views on YouTube, but none of them will be on my channel, and none of them will be on anything I want anyone to see. So,
Andrew says we should go back and tell him it fell on the ground. That would be dishonest.
can I get another macaroon? Mine fell off.
If anything,
mine.
I would just walk in and be like, hey, can I
mine-
buy another macaroon I ate? My
Can I get
husband's?"
another macaroon? Mine fell off my glass and fell in my wife's mouth.
Thing is, generally they're pretty generous, so even if we had said we're going to fight over the macaroon, it would not have surprised me if they had just given us a second one. Disney is kind of magical that way, but that's okay. He's got all this rum to make up for it, so
Yeah, I might not be so upset afterwards. So now, I've got...
and I'm a total lightweight, so I can't help him with that because one of us has to drive home. So
Is it gonna be me? No.
no, that's why I can't help you.
I'm gonna take the Disney bus. I don't even have a hotel to go to. I'm just gonna get on a bus.
You can go to the yacht club and hang out with me.
I'm just gonna get on a bus and just start singing zippity doo dah until someone kicks me off. Wow, this is really strong.
If you are a fan of macaroons, seriously, this ice cream sandwich and whatever the flavor happens to be is worth a try. I mean, the macaroons are just macaroon flavored. I mean, I know they're orange, but it's, pumpkin. It's spice ice cream in the middle. But I mean, macaroons are delicious all the time.
So Susan and I, after we were married, we honeymooned in Paris. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys in on a secret. She didn't bother to prepare at all for being in Paris. She didn't do anything to prep for Paris. She didn't bother to learn the language, the customs, nothing. She just
why is that?
showed up.
Why is that exactly?
And she was that American that was like, oh my gosh, you have to bend to my will because I don't know anything about you or your culture or what's going on. And it was somewhat embarrassing that she had put little to no research into our honeymoon.
And why was that I didn't put any research into our honeymoon? You should share the full story.
I gave her plenty of warning. Matter of fact, I even let her
I
know.
had like an hour. I knew like an hour before we got on the plane where we were going. I had tons of time to do my research, right? Learn the language.
For our honeymoon, I elected to not share our location. Susan had no idea where we were going for our honeymoon.
No idea.
The only way she found out is because I let her come to the currency exchange window right before we went to our exit gate, our boarding gate. So the only way she knew that we were going anywhere was because when I put the money on the table, they gave me francs.
I figured at least I would find out when we got to the airport because he told my roommate where we were going, but she wouldn't tell me. So she had me packing for cold weather and warm weather, and like my suitcase was so overloaded.
We went to France in January, and her roommate had her pack a bathing suit.
Yeah, they were not nice. They were not nice. But I mean, we get to the airport and we're checking in at the desk before you go through security, and explained to the nice lady that I didn't, or the gentleman that I didn't know where we were going. And he looks at me and he says, ma'am, I need you to do something for me. And I'm like, what? And he says, go stand way over there by that wall.
He made her go stand to the other side of the airport so that I could check in our tickets without her hearing that we were going to Paris.
Now, you would not be able to get away with that in this day and age because they do ask you what your destination is and what you're traveling for when you go through security. So now I would have to know at least by then. But, you know, this was almost 20
years ago come January.
So, so different age. And so, yeah, no, I didn't know until we were in the terminal. I knew it was international because we did go to the international terminal.
We did go to the international building, yes.
But other than that, I had no clue.
Like I said, I took her to the currency exchange and they gave us francs. And she goes, are we going to France? And I said, yes, we're going to Paris. And so we did. So it's kind of nice to kind of sit in the pavilion knowing that, you know, almost 20 years ago, come January, we were actually sitting in France and having, you know, nice little...
We went to the actual Eiffel Tower.
Yes, the actual Eiffel Tower. Did you know it's actually much bigger than this one? It's a lot bigger than that one.
A little.
Yeah, the elevator on this one only has one floor. But we actually stayed at the St. James Albany Hotel, which is right across the street from the Louvre.
Yeah.
Our hotel
right
actually,
by the river.
Actually, our hotel walked out onto the court that was right in front of the Louvre, so we could see the Louvre. And it was like fish out of water for a bit, because
it was fun though.
I knew a lot of Spanish, but I didn't know a lot of French. Actually, when we got to the Eiffel Tower, we went up to the top, and I decided to grab us a bite. So I left her where she was, and I went to the cafe and stood in line in the Eiffel Tower. And I walked up, and I started to order as best as I could in French. And I got about halfway through the order, and the nice lady who was behind the counter, she's, "Excuse me, sir, do you speak English?" Yes, I do. She goes, "Okay, good. It's probably much better than your French. Order in English." I was so embarrassed. I was like, okay.
We had so much fun though.
So.
Amazing food, amazing art. We got to see I'm blanking on the name of the church.
Well, of course you would ask me. The one that had the fire, unfortunately.
Yes. Why am I blanking on the name?
Because you asked me, I forgot about it.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Notre Dame
yes.
Cathedral. We got to see Notre Dame Cathedral.
We got to go up. We got to go up
before
into the balcony area.
Yes.
We got to actually see the actual gargoyle that was used as
It was
an
one of the ones that
inspiration
was used as
from
inspiration
Hunchback.
for the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And we got to take a photo of it, which is really cool. So you can see it in profile. It looks exactly like the one that's in the movie. So that was kind of cool.
We got to go up on the Eiffel Tower. We got to go to the Louvre. We got to see the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is tiny. It's very small.
It is.
I was shocked at
And
how
we got
small
to
it was.
take a cruise, a
Yes.
sunset dinner cruise. On
We
the
did
Seine
a we did a
River,
cruise,
which is
and it was it went all the way from the Eiffel Tower down to Notre Dame and turned around and came back.
Yes.
And I had foie gras. I did not know what it was, but I ordered
He
it.
didn't. He ordered it, and then I asked him after he had ordered it if he knew what it was.
I was,
and
you
he
know, I was
said,
that guy who's like, I'm gonna ask for directions. I'm not gonna ask what it is. I'm like, I'm gonna have that as one
I
of my
knew
appetizers.
what it was.
And the server walked away. She looked at me. She goes, "Do you know what that was?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's foie gras." She's like, "No, do you know what it is?" I said, "Don't tell me what it is until after I eat it." And so I had fattened goose liver
Pate.
with crackers, and then after I had it, I said,
It's
"Okay,
good.
what was it?"
It's not bad, but it's just some people are turned off by what it is.
I don't think I've had it since. So I want to save it for Paris, you know, as a memory. So I haven't had a fattened goose liver since. So
It's true. There you go. Little something right there.
all right, here we go. Let me clean it up.
He's gonna be so much fun now. How much time do we have left, by the way, keeper of the time and all of the things that
my
have
gosh.
the time on them?
I want to learn how to count to 10 in French. I want to learn all kinds of things.
How are you?
Still have 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
40 minutes before the park closes.
That's awesome. That gives us enough time to continue walking around the World Showcase.
I do need to do some shopping for specific items for a client, so we might hit maybe mouse gears. Maybe.
Dinah wanted to know if we said, did we say hi to Quasimodo? You know what? He was kind of on the shy side. He didn't
Yeah,
make an
we
appearance.
didn't see him.
I just remember the stairs being somewhat scary to climb
Very
up.
narrow and very steep.
Oh, yes.
Going up wasn't too bad. Going down was.
I'm not a fan of heights.
Yeah, he's
So,
not. He definitely is not.
We actually stayed, on the way to Notre Dame, we walked into a cafe probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was raining, which is normally, you know, customary on a Parisian afternoon in January.
rainy
And we stopped in, and the server, he came over and asked us what we wanted. We just wanted a snack. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it wasn't
So
really
we,
meal
we
time.
ordered an entree and 2 drinks. And when he asked, you know, if we wanted anything else, I said, no, we're just going to share the one. He was not very happy with us. He was very irritated. He gave us a very dirty look, and I think he said something that I would not repeat in front of my children. Because he was, you know, like we're wasting his time because, you know, we only ordered 1 entree.
And we're tying up his table and stupid Americans.
And so we had we shared our snack. We had our drinks. We had a great little, you know, snack. And afterwards, we left the tip somewhere around 30% of our tab.
Because we knew we were tying up his
We
table.
tearing up his table, and we wanted to make sure that he was taken care of, and so we left 30% tip. And
Then he was really, really
he
nice.
went to pick up the check, and his eyes just like, oh, he was just shocked at the fact that we had given him such a large tip. You know, and tell him, you know, Americans, we're very generous, so we did. We made sure we took care of it. And he was extremely
smiling
nice.
when we
He was so
left,
happy
yes.
by the time we left, but he was not happy in the beginning. Oh yes. Oh, we did get to hear the bells at the
Oh, it
church.
was so cool.
All the iconic things. It was really
sad
cool.
about that.
We got to see the arch. The arch was really nice. We walked to the arch, didn't we?
We did.
That's right. We walked to the arch, and just to show you guys how far back the love of Disney is, one of the things I bought, myself, while we were in Paris, we walked to the arch, and after
did
we left the
shopping.
arch,
we went to the shopping district.
we went to
there.
the shopping area that's like back of the way, and we stopped in a Virgin music record
Yep,
store.
a music
You know, back then when they had records and CDs and stuff.
Yes.
But we stopped in the Virgin music store, and I bought 2 CDs.
Yep.
I bought the soundtrack for Tarzan
In French because
in French.
the I'm blanking on his name now.
Phil Collins is French Canadian.
French Canadian.
So he sang the French soundtrack as
he
well.
sang them just like he did for the American soundtrack.
And I got the Lion King in French. And so that was what I bought myself in
That's
France.
fun.
I bought the French soundtrack for the Lion King and the French soundtrack for Tarzan. So if you think you've heard the Lion King, you've never heard it until you've heard in French. It's awesome. It really
It
is.
is really
So, you ready to go check out some more stuff?
Yes, let's do
All right,
it.
let's go check out some more stuff in Epcot.
Okay. Masked back. I need to wash my mask. It's not as fresh as it could be.
It's looking a little foul.
Hey. All right. Here we go. This is replying to a little comment on a post, and then I'll let him take over because he has much longer arms than I do, so he can do a much better job at this. He's back there, you see him, he's working. Always working. You guys hear the music? It's so much quieter now. Let me flip the camera around so you guys can see. It's so... See? All the people that were here before, they are not here anymore. It's quiet. You do still have a few people here, but it's just a few. Not anything like it normally is. And this is pretty common in all the parks. So if you are able to stay until park close, it's going to be quieter, lines will be shorter, wait times will be shorter for rides and attractions. Since they don't currently have fast passes, a lot of times you can knock out some of the things that maybe had longer lines originally. Chris is snapping some photos. As you can see, this fountain's one of our favorite spots at night, and you can see the Eiffel Tower up there in the distance behind the buildings. The moon is very bright now too, so it's gorgeous. And look at all this empty space. Tons of empty space here.
The moon is very pretty tonight.
It is. I was just showing that to them, and I'm showing them how much more quiet it is.
It's much more calm now than it was earlier this evening.
So, like I
guys
said,
were
if you
earlier in
can
our live stream.
hold out till the park close, generally speaking, we have found this is the trend. This is common for all 4 of the parks. If you can stay until the park closes, it becomes much quieter. There's fewer people. There's lower crowds, shorter lines, smaller
I have to
wait
say,
times.
this is probably one of my favorite parks to walk around to in nighttime, because walking around the World Showcase, especially as the park gets closer to 9 o'clock or whenever the park closes, and you can see the pavilions as they empty out. It's just, it's very peaceful. It's very
Something
nice.
interesting, since they are not doing the fireworks currently, the friendship boats are running from open to close,
We should get a photo.
which is kind of cool.
Can we get a photo?
We haven't done a photo yet, do you know what I mean?
Oh, hello. Let's see. That'd be perfect. So we're gonna get a photo here, guys. We're gonna flip it around, let you guys see the picture being made. So hang on just a moment. We'll be right back with you. We'll get a photo we can post for you guys a little bit later.
We're live streaming with our followers tonight. Wow. All right, here we go. you. Yep, I got it in my pocket.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, so that was just a quick photo pass photo. Letting you guys know they still are taking photo pass photos. Make sure that you have your Magic Band ready, or at least.
Keep your mask on for all those photos, and also keep that in mind. But as you can see, they are loading behind us the friendship boat. In the past, it would normally, like I want to say 8 o'clock was the latest it ever was up and running. So.
Wow, did we hijack the photographer? Because I don't know if that was normally him here.
When he was here with someone else.
I think we may have. Did we take him? Did we steal him?
I don't think so.
Because he says he wasn't able to scan, so I don't know.
I think he was just having. I think he just went in because he's having issues with his little scanner.
So normally about this time of night is when people would start grabbing their spots for the fireworks, which will be happening in about half an hour.
Yep.
Which meant walking around the World Showcase can be a little difficult because all the edges near close to the water are going to be filled with people sitting down, having drinks and snacks that they procured, so they can sit close and make sure that they have the great spot for the fireworks.
This particular location is often closed for private events.
They often do dessert parties and the like out here.
Private events right now, so we get to take advantage of it.
So we walked. We don't really walk down here very often.
we don't.
We'll just walk down here with you guys. Like I said, this is usually dessert party starting and grabbing your spot for fireworks. And as Susan said, this is often used for dessert parties and private events.
It's kind of attached to the bridges from Great Britain over to France. It's kind of sandwiched in between the two bridges.
So it's
They have this little-
not an area that you get to really explore and use in normal park times. So it's kind of nice to kind of walk down here.
So if you're tired right now and it's the end of the day and you're close to or in Morocco or Germany, grab one of those friendship boats and take a ride over. It's very nice, relaxing inside. It's air conditioned, so
You can just barely see Spaceship Earth over here. And you can actually see, I'm going to point out, this right here is the building for the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
I was noticing earlier when we were kind of looking across at the pieces that appear to be there for Harmonious, that the building is just, we've talked frequently about the fact that they painted that building to blend with the sky.
Yes.
It was blending almost perfectly. Just
Today.
the shade
Oh yeah.
of blue that the sky
All
was,
right.
it almost disappeared.
So it's funny that on a really clear day where the sky is really dark blue, our kids have come through here and said, well, Dad, why is the building so not bright blue? And like, well, you know, it doesn't matter what type of color you paint the building. There's going to be a day in which it won't match the sky and it's going to stick out. So I think they did a good job of kind of picking a color that would probably average out to be one of the most common type color skies here in Epcot, so that when you're looking across the showcase, you don't see the buildings there. It's very similar to and like the fact that there is a building behind Canada. And if you stand in the right spot, you can actually see the pale blue out there. And you can also see, you know, like the World Showplace. Those all stick out in certain areas that if you don't know that they're there, they kind of hide, especially if they're the right color. But on certain days when the colors are not what they would normally be, those buildings will stick out ever so slightly. Someone's going to go, wait, what's that over there? So,
but generally speaking, they paint them to kind of just blend away into the background. So whatever is behind them, they paint them a similar color, so they just kind of match everything around them.
you can see over there the International Gateway just underneath the bridge, which is the back exit of Epcot. If you're staying at one of the Epcot resorts, which would be either the yacht, the beach club, or the boardwalk, two of which are actual DVC villa places as well, you can walk to the back side of Epcot and just walk right on in the back entrance. Nowadays though, because the Skyliner has come up, and we are coming up to the 1-year anniversary of the Disney Skyliner opening up. It opened up the very last week of September last year. Since that has opened up, anyone staying at Art of Animation, the Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, or the Riviera can now also have access the International Gateway. And all I have to do is ride the Skyliner. What are we losing? Where'd he go?
Luckily for you, his
Oh.
tail.
Oh, his tail got caught.
Got
Remy did a skydive off me. So any of those other resorts can now ride the Skyliner, which drops you off right at the backside of the International Gateway. So, whereas in the past, only 3 hotels had access to the back of EPCOT, now we've got 7 total hotel and resorts that you can get to the back entrance of. So when you guys contact us and go, hey, where can we stay? Where's a good access to parks? Lots of times people will go, I want to stay at the Poly, I want to stay at the Floridian, I want to stay at the Contemporary so I can just walk to the Magic Kingdom. That's a great idea, and that is a great perk. But I can tell you, if you stay at any of those other ones that I've mentioned that are on the Skyliner, you can ride the Skyliner to both Hollywood Studios and EPCOT, which to me is, double the perk there.
Just another reason that those resorts are kind of a plus.
party. Have fun.
Same with the EPCOT area resorts.
It scared me. I thought I was getting married again. Like, what happened? Did I black out? So we're coming into the United Kingdom, the UK Pavilion. The relaxation station's closed over here. Now look at this. You can see what's over here on the sidewalks. They've added tables. Huh? They've added additional tables over here. So that's good because sometimes when you're coming out, it's like for us, we had a hard time finding something after the Alps. They've got something that people can drop down and grab something to eat and take a bite. By the way, you know what? Let's pop over here real quick. I recall there was some new merchandise.
Really?
Yes. It's not going to be in Twinings, but I think it might be in the backside of this area where they have the other things.
Okay.
Can you get us in here?
Let's find out.
Let's do some shopping, shall we? Oh, I love the smell. Oh, that smells good. You're going to be all over the teas, aren't you?
Yeah, you brought me in. I am
Yes,
not
it's my fault. It's my fault. It really
I
is.
am not responsible.
But I'm going to work. Look, it's Old English Rose.
Yes.
My mother has some of that.
Interesting. I've not seen these before. Focus, support.
I need some energized one. Renew.
Comfort right here.
I need comfort.
Looks like it has coconut, ginger, and 2 lemon and ginger. Is this the one that's in? Oh, I bet it is.
Well,
I bet this is the one
that's in the
the blueberry, lemon, ginger
probably so. Yep, lemon and ginger.
tea.
There's some blueberries in there, and you get yourself a drink. So I may be wrong, but I do recall that there may be some new material, some new merchandise that we check and see if maybe we can stumble upon it. Hello. All right, we're following the arrows. There's arrows in here. It's a treasure. I'm looking for the X. The arrow says, get out. Oh. I'm not going to follow the arrows anymore. They'll tell us to get out. You can't wear a hat and ears. It goes perfect with your chicken mask. It's beautiful. Jolly Holiday with Mary says the hat suits you. It does. It's a very nice hat. I would suggest maybe a different mask. I wonder what those in the UK are wearing for face masks right now. If they have any chickens on them.
You
Sometimes you just don't know.
don't know?
I just have this feeling that there's some new ears or something.
That's cool. I assumed it was a sweatshirt, but it's actually.
Jan says she loves the hat, by the way.
Thank you, Jan. I might have to come back and buy that. This is like a sweatshirt kind of.
It's like a,
So it's sweatshirt material, but it's like a cardigan.
it looks more like a sweater, like cardigan, yes.
Got a hood.
A hoodie. A hoodigan. A hood, a cardigan.
A cardigan. A hoodigan. Yeah.
Oh, that makes my brain hurt. Oh, look, it's Rose and Crown.
I love that. I love the flowers. Those are cute.
I like the corgi.
You like the corgi?
Corgi's cute.
We have some friends that have a corgi.
Yes, we have some friends who just got a corgi this spring.
And she is adorable.
If Tilly's watching, hi Tilly.
I'm gonna say that Tilly's cuter than that.
Yes, I think so. I remember in the spring where this merchandise came in.
Oh, I love that shirt with the rose on the back. I could buy many things here.
I could buy Mickey things here too.
I was going to get.
You were gonna get trapped? Don't get trapped. All right. They didn't. Well, they always seem to sell out by the time we get around and looking for them. So is this a shawl? Like a shawl area thing over here? Yeah, that says do not buy in Florida all over it. Oh, look. It's fish and chips.
That is
Oh, those are cool.
cute.
What's the glass?
It looks like it's Rose and Crown.
So it got chips on the front? It does have front chips on the front.
Oh, look. So on one side is the fish.
Fish
And on
and
the
chips.
Chip.
And look, it's fish and chip shirt.
That is
Wow, it's almost as if someone knew there was some cool new merchandise in here.
Yeah.
Wow. That's ow, quit it.
Oh, look, they have a kid's
Kids
size.
shirt.
That's cute.
Oh, meet my friends, fish and chips.
That's so. Oh, look, there's some.
There's towels. And
And this is actually a knife. Like it's sturdy. It's double fabric.
oh, it's very soft.
Yeah, it's soft.
That's
but
too
it's
soft for an apron.
like,
For like something
I would
practical.
love this. I don't like stitching.
But I think this is awesome right here. It's $9.99 for your little fish and chips holder. We should get these and just serve, fish sticks and french fries to the kids in them. Fish and chips. This is kind of cool container as well. This one's $12.99. It's like a boat.
Hello, how are you?
So
Yes, I know, right?
there we are. Fish and chips. I knew there was something cool I wanted to find in here and haven't seen yet before. That would have been it, the fish and chips. You're back to the Twinings. Human delight. Does anyone else who is watching, do you guys partake in tea?
English breakfast tea is quite tasty.
Jolly Holiday has a corgi named Tilly.
Honey and vanilla.
Ooh.
English breakfast tea. It
So-
already has things in it that I would add.
So Mary has is Tilly a common corgi name? Am I missing something? Is there a name?
If it is, I didn't realize. So it's news to me.
Yes, Jen. I think the fish and chips merchandise is pretty cute. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having some of those things just to serve. I would get a bigger kick out of it than my kids would. I tell you. So spiced apple chai tea. $5 each when you buy 4.
Oh, guys, I have to buy 4. You heard it. Both of these are 20-count boxes. I need 2 more.
I'm gonna need some tea to calm down with tonight when it's time for bed.
It's cold brewed iced.
Ooh, I don't know what that means. Ooh, it's peach and mixed berries.
Does it have tea in it too? Yes.
You ever notice when they have berry flavors, they're always mixed berries? They're never like stirred berries or like confused
It's
berries or thrown together berries, but the berries are always
So if we were
mixed.
to get one of these, which one should we get?
So what?
Peach or mixed berry?
I'll go with the mixed berries.
Okay.
I like my berries mixed. I like my berries mixed, not stirred.
Multiple Earl Grey teas. They have a lavender. I don't know if I would like that.
Lap sang
the
souchong.
smell.
I just like the way that sounds. I have no idea what it is.
Right, so I got the English breakfast, honey and vanilla.
I have a black,
They have
what's
an
it,
English
blackcurrant
afternoon tea.
Blackcurrant breeze. Ooh, that sounds daunting. So I'm glad you guys could join us for some tea shopping. Have berry. Oh, they fused the berries over here.
Really?
Here they're mixed, but here they're fused.
These are herbal teas. These
So,
don't have tea in
They're not actual tea. Well, that's a fine how do you do.
Orange and spice, lemon delight.
Buttermint,
Really
Oh.
nightly calm.
wild berries.
You might need that.
Yeah, I'll take the whole box, thank you.
Holiday berry.
Honeybush, mandarin, and orange.
I need to look at this one more closely.
So
I like
we're
it.
over here at the Twinings store in the UK. I made a mistake of bringing Susan
Why don't you
in.
walk in?
I brought her in to see the fish and chips merchandise, and she's buying all the tea.
And buy one tea.
You know, there's a limit on how much tea you can buy. They tell you that
Well,
you,
the sign says buy
if
four.
you can't carry
says
it out.
Right on there, buy four.
You can buy all the alcohol in Germany you want, but there's a limit to the tea here.
I think that's true.
I think so. They're trying to be nice about it. They don't want to be rude, but you know, you have to wear your mask and limit your tea.
Probably don't like it. I don't know what to say.
Ooh, this one
Don't like
glows. So you've got your 4.
I asked you.
Oh, look. It's my little suitcase. Dun, 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 dun. Look at the suitcase. It's a carry-on bag. That is English toffee. That's convenient. I know, I love it's the, oh. Yep.
It's cute.
And the other booths and stuff. I like the mug up there. When these first came out, remember we were coming over here to try to find them and they had them spread out across.
Insulated. Oh, it's like not smooth.
Hi, Pete. Pete's on with us. Hey, Pete, we were just picking up some tea for you. Susan's buying all the tea. It turns out
He brought me in.
they're selling every bit of the tea, and Susan's buying it all because there's,
I'm just following instructions. The sign said buy four.
you know, they tax that stuff like crazy, right? So Pete, I got to show you, if you've just joined on, if you missed it, we came into the Twinings store to show everybody the fish and chips merchandise. How adorable is this guy? So, no, I can't get her a cart, dude. She'll put more in it. So, but check out the fish and chips. They've got they got the ladies. They have a men's cut. They even have a kids cut. Meet my friends, fish and chips, and you can even get containers that you can serve your fish and chips in there. And look at this glass. There's fish on one side, and you flip it over to the other side, and it's Mr. Chips. I love this merchandise. It's so cute. So they've done a really great job here in the World Showcase of all the different countries of having stuff that's very specific to each of the countries, such as if you go over to Canada, there's brand new merchandise that's just for Canada. If you haven't had a chance, go over to Norway. They have some excellent Viking merchandise over there, which is really cool. And of course, we're having a lot of fun checking out like the fish and chips and stuff like that. So
But not any of the others. So and I have regular English breakfast, so I'm really curious. It's really popular, especially if you like sweeter. I do. I always put like a sweetener in them. So
Okay, Pete's telling you that right now, I'm reading his comment. Right now, he says that you have to limit your purchases because you want to make sure you work things out and you don't spend too much in one area.
Really?
And he may tell you later that he mentioned the 30% off discount. Go so get as much as you want, but that's not really what he meant. So, Holly just sold her a bag that's gigantic that will hold about 15 more thick cases of tea in it. So she's got to wait.
I do have some more shopping to do for my. Oh, it's saying it's not really.
Do the swipe?
Okay. Please swipe.
I had that problem before as well. I had to swipe on ours as well. So this is they've redone this little area here at the back side of Twinings to hold a lot of really cool merchandise. So come check it out when you come into the UK Pavilion. Grab yourself some tea. Thank you very much, Holly. We appreciate it. Have a magical night. We're gonna march back out into the dark here, as we're gonna march continually forward to back toward the front of the park. We have a good 10 minutes before the park closes. That's plenty of time. Oh, we may be in trouble then. You may have to give everybody tea. Just send them tea bags.
We're gonna have to shop again, and it's you guys.
Well, I've never have a problem with shopping here at Disney. Andrew, want to know if my glasses? I can't read your comment, Andrew. My glasses fogged up. What did Andrew say?
Did Chris?
Susan can't read it either.
I don't have my reading glasses.
All right, let me take off my glasses. Did Chris's glasses fog up? Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
How did you know, Andrew? Are you watching? Are you looking through? Is there a camera in Remy? Yeah, so I walked back into the humidity and my glasses immediately went fogged.
Wonder, I do actually drink a lot of tea. So
She does drink tea.
I buy a bunch of it and then I drink it all. I actually finished up 2 boxes. One of my favorite things about staying at a deluxe Disney resort is normally in their quick service they have Twinings tea as a drink option. When you have the mugs, the refillable mugs, you can get tea, and they normally have this breakfast. Oftentimes they have chai. They just have lots of amazing tea.
She usually asks for tea when we're staying at the resort here.
I do.
And especially breakfast and things like that. She'll ask for tea and they'll bring her some hot water.
Yes.
And several selections of tea, so she enjoys that, and I can understand that.
Depending on which,
It's like having a freestyle machine, but it's just tea.
depending on how fancy the restaurant is that you're dining at, sometimes they have some of the really nice tea options.
So we had started out our live stream tonight. We got about halfway through, and I don't know, the entire thing just shut down. It just boom. It was just everything went black.
The app just died on
The
us.
whole thing. It's just weird. So we lost the whole program.
For it to freeze up, then
So-
you have to exit out and go back in.
Yeah, sometimes you can just jump back in, but we just completely lost it. There was no recovering from that. So we just started a second one. So this is part 2. Thank you guys for jumping on and just kind of spending the evening with us. It's really nice and calm, and it's very pleasant tonight. Now that the sun's gone down, we've got a breeze coming through.
It's still warm, but it's not sunny, and that makes a big difference.
And so just kind of able to walk through the World Showcase. Now this is like a festival center. They've started closing down some of the areas, but still it's very nice just to walk through the pavilions. And I'm so glad that the park is open until 9 p.m. tonight.
So awesome.
So that means we can spend a little bit more time with you, especially after the parks have closed. So let me show you guys some of the cute things in Canada real quick. This should take me just a second. If you come out here to the front, they've got some cool ears with the hockey pucks and the hockey sticks.
Totally adorable.
You can even get the little bells. Hockey puck.
They have water bottles that are made to look like wood,
Yep.
but they are metal. I don't know if they're insulated though. It doesn't feel heavy enough to be insulated.
I don't think it's really well insulated. They also have a World Showcase Canada drinking cup, a backpack.
If you don't want to wear the hockey puck ears, you can just get
Yeah, hockey puck.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing well. How are you guys doing tonight? And Andrew says there's free ice, but it is non-potable. So it is nice. It is nice to hold against your iPhone to cool it down, but do not put it in your mouth. Trust me. You don't want to do that. You don't know where that ice has been, right? So, oh look, they also do have the, and so I believe that the current promotion on this bag is at $12.99. If you buy anything at all in the Walt Disney World right now, you can get this bag, which is normally $24.99, half price. So it's a really good deal. And you can bet your bottom dollar Susan's already bought it.
I have.
Yes.
I own it.
So
It's a bag. It's cute.
it's a bag. It's a promotion. It's in our house.
Yep.
So you guys have a great evening.
Bye-bye. I did buy it before it got
She
$5,
bought
which
bef-
Chris has reminded me of several
She bought it when it was still only $20.
several times.
Yes. I wake up every morning thinking, what could I have done with that $7? Of course, you know, $7 doesn't go very far in Disney World, so, you know, a moot point.
You're passing the Canada Kitchen,
The Canadian Outdoor Kitchen.
the refreshment court, and then just beyond that is the current location for Starbucks.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Right now, they do have this outdoor area of the Starbucks. The permanent location of Starbucks will be up toward where I think where Electric Umbrella used to be. And they have just recently torn down the canopy above the old location, doing further demolition to that area. But when all is said and done, this location of Starbucks will be found back at the front of the park, back where Electric Umbrella used to be located. So keep that in mind for future maps, knowing that Starbucks will have a larger, more permanent location eventually.
To our right is the citrus bloom.
With the
location
chicken.
of
The chicken. So we're gonna go up and back, or are we going back this way? We came up right through the middle. So where did you need to do your shopping?
mouse gears.
Ah, mouse gear.
I need a plush, a very special plush.
So it's a pleasant night. I'm glad we get to spend the evening here in EPCOT. Being annual pass holders and having live streams on a regular basis, we can't really get park reservations too far in advance, meaning the fact that we don't have park reservations for tomorrow in Disney. So we may very well be, and then it's not unlikely that we oftentimes will go to Universal or some other parks as well, to share some perspectives and some images from there.
We have fun there too.
We have fun wherever we can. We make the fun wherever we go, and luckily they make it very possible at both locations to have fun and to make it, you know, safe to do so. So
It's just like Disney, Universal is rocking the safety procedures and rules. We feel very, very safe there.
And speaking of, as always, you know, we love doing the live streams. We love sharing information with you guys. We put things on social media all the time with information we think will be beneficial to you guys. So moving forward on vacations, we'd love for you guys to subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. But the great thing is that what we do for a living and what we do to make it possible for us to spend time to do this is we are Travelmation travel agents. So on a daily basis, we help our clients make travel happen. We do it from a personal experience. We're here, we've walked the areas, we bought the things, we've tried them, we've stood in line, we've rode the rides, and then we can share that information with our clients. So we would much greatly ask that if you or anyone you know has any intentions of coming to either Walt Disney World, Universal, SeaWorld, Tampa Busch Gardens, or basically any cruise, honestly, in the near future, we would love it if you'd reach out to us. Let us know if we can help you out as far as giving you quotes and helping you book your vacations. There's no fees for us to do so. We get paid by the vendors to help you. So as a small business, we help you you help us, and somebody else pays us. So that's always a good way, and that way it feels like we can always be as magical as we can to help you guys out. So help us out. Let us know if we can ever help you or one of your friends or family to book travel in the future. So the more we can book, the more we can do, the more we can continue to do live streams and have fun with you guys in the parks.
It's a win-win situation.
It wins for everybody, hopefully.
And you have direct access to all of the expertise and knowledge that we build from our frequent trips to the parks and the resorts. We are at your beck and call. If you're our client, you have our cell phone number. We are available for you at any time via text or phone call, email. We're available to answer any questions that come up and help you every step of the way as needed. So,
And
free.
unlike other channels that, you know, they may have vacation sponsors in which, you know, if you go to their sponsors, they'll help you out. The people who will help you with your vacation travels,
That's us.
it's us. We are the ones who do it directly. We don't hand it off. We don't pass it to somebody else and get a kickback and move forward. No, we actually help you guys out. So we get to be a part of your vacations. We like to hear about it. We want to make sure it goes well. And most definitely, if ever possible, we'd love to see you guys when you're here in the parks.
Yes.
Because that really makes our day. So we're hoping, matter of fact, we got several clients who are coming in this weekend, and we're hoping, even if we're not going to be in a park, we can find a way to say hello to them and hang in and just say, you know, hello in person.
Absolutely.
So we hope that.
We love to see people.
And so
here.
if you ever are in the area and you see us doing a live stream, don't worry about, oh no, don't talk to them, they're live streaming or they're doing something else.
If we're here with friends, still feel free to
Come over and say hello.
We don't mind.
Remy needs more friends.
None of our friends are going to be offended.
Remy needs lots more friends. So please come say hello and introduce yourselves. And I'd love to know you by your name and not necessarily just your social media name for the most
Yep.
part. So
Instead of your social media handle, we would love to see your smiling face.
Earlier this week, we unfortunately got the bad news that Run Disney has made the decision to transition both the Walt Disney World Marathon races in January and the Princess Half Marathon weekends in February are both now going to be virtual races, meaning they are not going to have anything happening here in the parks. You can choose
No
to still
events,
run.
No races, no characters.
You can still run the races. They will be virtual. You'll still get an option to get your medals, but you will run them at home at your own time. And you can even get options to get your shirts. But I know that's it was very upsetting to many people when that announcement was made. We had several clients who worked hard to get into their races, and we helped them to book their rooms.
As did we.
Yes, and we had to work very hard to get our races. It was going to be my very first challenge race for the Princess. I was going to run every single race that weekend. So I understand it's very disappointing, and we understand. So we're hoping that maybe if something happens, that the Star Wars will actually happen and take place. We're still waiting to see how that's going to happen and if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
With that being said, there's everything we can do as far as helping, as far as making plans to kind of fill in for a trip. You plans were coming for the marathon or coming for February and something fell through and now you do something else. Let us know if we can help. Glad to do that as well. And we're still kind of processing that information ourselves as well.
Yep, it's very sad. We can kind of understand where Disney might.
Hello.
Hi, Dylan. Disney might be in a difficult position to have to maintain social distancing for everyone's comfort, but still manage this volume of individuals that are.
Yes,
here.
it's understandable. We understand why. It doesn't make it really, it's like, telling your kid that you have to go home after your Disney World vacation. We understand that you have to go home, but it's still sad to have to do it. So these are the new interstellar ears. Just came out this past week.
Very cute.
Very purpley. They're very much like the blue ones that came out in the beginning of 2020. As far as the glittery, you have on your purples tonight, though. These are also brand new. These here, the silver ones. And also the ones on the bottom, the black with the polka dot bow. That's a cute little bag. It's like a hat bag.
It's an ear bag.
Are you kidding me?
I
What?
am not.
It's an ear bag.
Guys, look.
It is an ear bag.
How cool is that?
So when you put all of them in there and close it up, does that mean you're getting an earful?
And it's got a little storage spot.
Oh,
like if you
I have
storage
never
space.
seen something like that before. What do you guys think of that? You got a lot of ears. You bring 7 or 8 pairs of ears with you on vacation?
It's not a price tag. How much is it?
Oh, it is. Hang on. It is free.
Oh no.
It is so much that if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
We need to find out.
It is a lounge fly bag. That is pretty
I
adorable.
might need this for our next cruise.
That would be a good idea for a cruise.
It does have a small handle and
Let me take a quick picture of it.
I like your headband. Let me zip it up. That's really pretty. Really pretty.
Zip it.
There we go. How cool is that, guys?
Pretty sure Jolly Holiday says pretty sure they're $109.
$109. Hey, 30% discount. Let's see if we can find someone who can verify for us.
Like it.
They took it away for Halloween. They sent it elsewhere.
Because we thought, oh, it'll be master, we're going to carry on the way out.
Yeah, we
Instead of carrying it to the world. Like we were going to buy plates.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. How much is the ear box? The 118. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, you guys heard it. It's $118. But the more it costs, the more you save, right? I'm in his reflection. I'm moving. It has a little mirror. I was in the mirror. We were in the mirror, guys. We were in a shot. It's at $118. So the 30% discount. It's only $82.60.
It's only 3 pairs of ears.
And it holds so many though. I could see if you rotated them around that circle, you could put like multiple sets of ears.
Wear it as ears?
No. No.
Wrap the strap around you?
No.
You could justify them, right?
I think I need that. What do you guys think? I mean, this last cruise I only got a few. I only brought a few pairs of ears because they're not easy to store. But that, and it would slip right under the bed in the cruise.
Andrew says it only holds 3 pairs of ears.
No, it would hold more than that. I could probably get more than that on there.
Then you
I mean,
get,
it's this thick.
it's
And
pretty
you could
thick.
Put like one here and then you put some here.
I think it's a cool idea. I think it's pretty cool. But, you know, to have a bag just to carry ears. Wow. See, I say you should get on our next cruise with no ears, and that way you can spend money on new ears on the boat.
Okay, he just gave me permission to buy a bunch of ears.
I got to think there can only be maybe two or three pairs of ears on that boat. So, I don't know. We'll see. Of course, I don't know. The cruises have been closed for 6 months now, so they may have like 18 different pairs of ears they've come out with just for Disney cruises.
I would need to buy them.
All right, so where is the child shoulder plush? Let's see if we can find the child, guys. There is a new shoulder plush. Oh, here he is, right here.
I know, it's all, I was looking. It's
Here he
all
is.
hands over there.
The child.
Yep, it's over there. Yep.
He does not come with his hovercraft.
I had a pair like that, and they're still cute.
And it should be the same price as all the older shoulder plush. It should be $19.99. Okay. I could wear him to the Hollywood Studios as Susan wears her The Child leggings. And they have several of the other ones that are, you know, still in stock, including the Remy, Figment, the Pascal, and they also have a Groot. I am Groot. He is cute. So I'm surprised we haven't. We've only seen one in the park so far today. Surprised we haven't seen more. Oh no, we have to go do more shopping this weekend, huh? What's that? It's a pua. It's a sleeping pua.
Is that not?
Oh.
Is that? It's a pua to snuggle with. He's so soft, guys. So soft. It's a sleepy pua. I don't remember seeing this before. I'm not saying he's new, but I haven't seen him.
Put a little.
A mask.
Put a
on
mask
him.
on him.
No, I don't think that puas catch COVID. I think
He doesn't? Yeah, but he could catch the swine flu.
he is
Let me guess, 30?
$34.99.
$34.99. If you buy two or more, that's $30 each.
They are. See, the more you buy, the more you save.
Great mentality.
That's my new mentality.
We saved a lot of money. We bought everything.
I thought he was white, but he's actually just ever so slightly pink.
A little bit harder to see in the light.
Pink little pua.
A pink little pua.
Baby Yoda back there.
No.
So more of the, we had somebody ask earlier about the pass holder shirts and pass holder things. You do have to be a pass holder and show your pass holder ID to purchase it. What you need to do is just find yourself a pass holder friend you can pal around with in the parks and help them, let them buy you a cool pass holder thing.
I want that magnet right there.
Hi, Taylor. I hope you had a magical day as well. I hope it is a great Friday. Oh, look, I love to cook. Haven't seen that magnet before. It's a festival magnet. Andrew says that I should buy Susan the ear bag and I should get the child shoulder plush myself.
Yeah, that seems like a fair trade.
The 30% off you get from the bag will offset the price of the child. Disney Logic, that's right there. Most definitely. All right. I think we should. Let's head on out and we'll sign off and say hello to. Oh look, the Queen of Cuisine.
I have a magnet for that too. See, this needs to be on my refrigerator.
That is cute. Now I've noticed this packaging. We've seen a lot. We also saw it with the Big Thunder Mountain. So they've been packaging these magnets like they would over in On Demand. The limited release magnets. They just have the pins out here. Wow. The limited release pins. Oh, that's the limited edition one.
But I don't here.
Oh,
That's cute.
I like the logo on
He
it.
looks cocky.
Yes, he does. He knows what he's doing.
He's like 25 years, guys.
Like I know what I'm cooking. I've done this before.
It's got two pins
Look at that logo.
to hold it because it is a little heavier.
Isn't that cool? Taylor likes the pins. I like this one.
They're cute.
I might even say this one might actually have already been bought and purchased and sitting somewhere in my house, but I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I can't say.
I'm sorry.
That's a cool pin though, and I think you're right. We should have owned it. The little keychain. Now they've also got brand new spatulas out, not food and wine, but just general spatulas with different characters over at like the World of Disney and other places.
They have
Haven't
some
seen
in
them yet.
France that we were talking about that had the macaroon pattern on it.
Okay, well they've got a lot of spatula designs in other ways as well. So
I've been cut off for spatulas. Bags and spatulas are things I collect. So.
bags and spatulas.
Yes.
And Taylor says she's going to go broke next time she comes because there's just so much stuff. I know it's rough.
The dated items are BOGO, and that includes these awesome ears that you guys tell me are gorgeous. So buy 2 pairs, one for yourself and one for a friend, they're only $15 each, which is a great
Deal for ears.
And these are the new style with kind of like the stiff. They're stiff. I just like these better.
They're
not,
sealed.
They're sturdy.
Yeah.
So they're not going to come unstitched on the edge.
And they're not going to flop on you or anything like that.
No.
So it's a good deal. You get 2 pairs, $15 each. You get 2 pairs and take one home and give to a friend.
A positive, happy cancel.
Yeah, remember the great things that all happened in 2020.
Like you got Velvet ear.
Yeah. Positivity, positivity. So,
You got to come to Disney and buy the Velvet ear.
you know what though? Here's the thing. I had a client call me yesterday, and she asked me. She said, "How was your day?" Now I just spent the last 6 hours at the Magic Kingdom. I was really tired. I'd been walking all morning. I'd taken lots of photos and stuff, and I was sore. I was hungry. I haven't had anything to eat or drink all day long. And, you know, so my first thought was when someone asks you that is, well, how are you doing today? And I was like, well, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm hungry. You know, I need to take care of myself a little bit. But my first thought is that here I am talking to someone who has had, you know, a couple of trips canceled and couldn't come to Disney and just really wants to have a family vacation. I'm like, you know, I don't think I have a right to say anything because I got to go to the Magic Kingdom and have a fun day and fun afternoon. And I love what I'm doing, and I love that you guys can be a part of it. So it's a reminder that even though there are lots of bad things that happen in 2020, there's always something good that we could say we're grateful for and that we still have. And so, you know, as much as all the stuff that's happened this year, we're still holding on tight to the things that we do have and looking forward to the positive things in front of us. And we still get to look at stuff like that. So, and I hope that if you guys had a trip that was canceled and you're having to delay a trip, or you're just waiting to come back and you have to wait those few more weeks or even months, that I appreciate you guys spending some time with us to kind of help fill in those times and fill in some Disney pixie dust to help you make it through until your next trip. And sort of like me, just kind of remember that, you know, as all the things that have happened, that there's still some positive things to grab onto and look forward to. And that, you know what, one of these days we'll be beyond it. We'll be in 2021. Hopefully it will be not only a new year, but a new day.
Yep.
So.
An amazing night, guys. It's so quiet and kind of cool.
Thank you so much, Heather. Hey, we feel like you're home with us when you're hanging out with us. So it makes a big difference when we can spend time in the parks with Disney family. Yeah, I'm gonna do a screen grab right there if anybody wants it. I'm gonna pull one more over there like that. I love little artistic looks. You know, you're making your meme, you gotta make some room for the words, right?
That's true. Throw your Walt Disney quote up there next to it.
Andrew, I'm glad you joined on. Hey, and Andrew, thank you so much for joining on Wednesday when we were on with Pete. It was great to have you on there. And it was a lot of fun talking with Pete, but it was also nice to see some friendly names pop up in the chat. And I want to thank you so much for joining. That meant a lot to us. So thank you very much. Wow, EPCOT at night. Now, I know the park is closed. The park closed, 20 minutes ago? So everyone is sort of getting their last minute things finished up, shopping. And thanks Taylor for rewatching it. Like I said, that was fun on Wednesday. We told Pete we would love to come back and to chat with him again sometime in the future. That's a great channel to be a part of, and part of the YouTube Chaos group on the Facebook he started as well. So
He's got an amazing channel, and he is dedicated to supporting other Disney creators, and I think that is just so amazing.
he's just a good guy, and that's just, we like genuine people. I mean, what you see right here is what you get.
Yep.
We don't go home and take off masks or anything, so just kind of hanging out with us. And look over there, I love views like that. So I think one of the greatest things is just walking out. You know, like when you walk out of the Magic Kingdom, you get to see the Cinderella's castle, but as you're walking out, you know, you have to get to a point where
Lose sight of things.
you kind of lose sight of it, but you can see Spaceship Earth all the way to your car.
Yes.
You can't do that with a Tree of Life. You certainly can't really, you can kind of see the Tower of Terror. You can't really do that much with Hollywood, anything else in Hollywood Studios. So this is a unique park in the fact that that image right there stays with you throughout the entire walk out. So you can kind of just live in it, sit in it, and enjoy it as long as you can till you just collapse in your car at the end of the day. Oh, such great music. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight on our live stream. It's been a whole lot of fun. It's always enjoyable to spend an evening with you guys here in the Disney parks. It's what we live to do. It's what we love to do. Thank you guys so much for doing it. We ask that if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up on the video. Let YouTube know you had a good time. And I hope that you join us. We're going to be live here again soon. And when we do go live, we will see you guys in the parks. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, for first, we got all of our credentials, Kenny. Make sure you get your main gate gas ID and driver's license. Zoe's.